The community of Fernley came together to honor 15 unclaimed veterans with a funeral service at the Memorial Cemetery.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat thing. The Nevada Veterans Coalition has actually laid to rest about 100 once forgotten vets. Brendan Foose takes us to today's ceremony and shows us the importance of honoring these great Americans one last time.
For more than a year, the Nevada Veterans Coalition has been researching and finding the remains of veterans who were never claimed. Their goal? Make sure every veteran in Nevada has a proper burial and given the honor they've earned.
We heard the call for help, and we are going to make sure that every veteran, regardless of their enlistment, we give the final honors that every veteran deserves.
I once was lost, but now I am found.
Some of these veterans have been left in funeral homes for decades, and without the coalition, would likely remain there.
Think about all those veterans that have been sitting on a shelf somewhere in a mortuary all this time, and for this coalition to honor these veterans is just a wonderful thing that they do.
Friesen has a son who's been deployed in Bahrain since last January. This was her first military funeral, and she was touched by today's ceremony.
You know, a son in the military, and he's over in the East, it's pretty special.
Tom Drone often leads the ceremony and says these services allow people to reflect on the sacrifices made by veterans and the good intentions behind those sacrifices.
They're all the same to me in that they touch my heart. And I think it touches everybody's heart that comes out here. I know it does everybody in our honor guard. I could stand up there and cry, but I don't. But it's difficult not to.
The Nevada Veterans Coalition has been putting on these services for over a year now and have laid to rest over 100 veterans here at this cemetery. They have about 70 identified who still need to be buried, but there are many more that are still unknown.
As far as how many else are out there, I have no idea. I mean, it's literally in the hundreds for the state of Nevada.
There are immediate plans for the 70 identified veterans, but it's impossible to know when their mission will be complete.
It's important to say thanks. We remember you. We will not forget you ever.
Covering the story in Fernley, Brandon Foose, Channel 2 News.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Now, they say there are no set dates for their future services, but they are planning on having services in March, April, and May.